Juventus is taking over the city of Chengdu with a massive three-day celebration of football culture and lifestyle. Legend Claudio Marchisio is on the ground leading the festivities at the 2026 Juventus Park as the club brings its century-long heritage to life for thousands of excited fans.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Big changes are brewing in the transfer market as Premier League heavyweights Manchester City and Arsenal are locked in a potential bidding war for Atalanta defender Marco Palestra. At the same time, Arsenal is keeping a close eye on Juventus star Andrea Cambiaso, signaling a major potential exodus of Serie A talent to England. The stakes have never been higher for Juventus, as the club fights to secure a top-four finish and earn a guaranteed €70 million in Champions League revenue. Qualifying is more than just prestige, as it serves as the essential financial engine needed to fund the next wave of elite signings this summer. From Antonio Conte shaking up the future of Napoli to dramatic Champions League nights, where Ademola Lookman and Atletico Madrid stunned Barcelona, the landscape of European football is shifting fast. Stay locked in for all the latest updates on every match and transfer saga by hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications right now. Ever wondered what happens when a legendary Italian football giant crashes into the vibrant pulse of modern China? Imagine the historic streets of Chengdu, known for their poise and resilience, suddenly draped in the iconic black and white of Juventus. That is exactly what went down this April as the Bianconeri brought their three-day celebration of sport and culture to life. And let me tell you, it was more than just a football event, it was a total cultural collision. Juventus legend Claudio Marchisio himself touched down in the city of Hibiscus, acting as the bridge between Turin's century-old prestige and China's electric, modern energy. The centerpiece was the 2026 Juventus Park over at the Chengdu IFS. This wasn't your average pop-up, it was a masterclass in brand integration. We're talking about the iconic Juventus bench, a symbol of the club's relentless pursuit of victory, making its Asian debut, surrounded by immersive zones from partners like Adidas and EA Sports. Whether it was grabbing a limited edition jersey badge or stepping into a locker room-style photo wall, the fans didn't just watch, they lived the brand. But the real magic happened on the pitch. The Ganton China Bianconeri Fan Cup brought together top-tier fan clubs and even a squad of Bilibili content creators, culminating in an epic friendship match that proved once and for all that football is a universal language. It's a bold statement for a club with over 561 million fans globally. They aren't just here to play matches, they are here to weave themselves into the cultural fabric of a new generation. So, what's next for the old lady as she continues to innovate and evolve in the East? Hit that like button if you think these international cultural crossovers are the future of global sports, and subscribe to stay in the loop with the heartbeat of football worldwide. Because in the game of legacy, the final whistle is just the beginning. Is the Premier League officially turning Serie A into its own personal farm system? It sure looks that way. We are seeing a massive tug-of-war shaping up, with Arsenal and Manchester City both setting their sights on Atalanta's breakout star, Marco Palestra. The 21-year-old has been nothing short of electric on loan at Cagliari, and now it looks like a €40 million bidding war is on the horizon. Atalanta says they aren't selling, but we all know how this story ends when the English giants start flashing their checkbooks. It's a ruthless cycle, and frankly, it's becoming the new normal. But Mikel Arteta isn't stopping there. The Gunners are keeping a very close eye on Juventus defender Andrea Cambiaso, a player who fits the tactical mold of this Arsenal squad perfectly. While Juventus is desperate to hold onto him, their financial health and their Champions League status might leave the door cracked open for Arsenal to strike. And it's not just the Gunners, the trend is spreading. With names like Alessandro Bastoni linked to Barcelona, the best of Italy is drifting away. Is this the death knell for the competitiveness of Italian football, or just a painful transition? As clubs struggle with economic constraints, one thing is certain. the Premier League is going to keep shopping in Italy until the shelves are empty. What do you think? Should these clubs prioritize keeping their stars to rebuild their national pride, or is the money simply too good to pass up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest transfer drama. We'll be tracking every twist in this story, so stay tuned. Ever wonder what a single football match is actually worth in cold, hard cash? For a giant like Juventus, the difference between a top-4 finish and missing out isn't just about bragging rights. It's about the club's entire financial future. Securing a spot in the Champions League isn't just a sporting objective anymore. It is an absolute economic necessity that dictates everything from summer transfer budgets to the long-term health of the team. Failure to qualify would be more than just a disappointment. It would be a massive financial gut punch that could stall the project for years. Right now, with the Serie A season heading into its final, nail-biting stretch, the pressure is on. There is a palpable sense of confidence within the Allianz Stadium that the Bianconeri will cross the finish line, but the race is tighter than ever. Why are they pushing so hard? Well, according to reports from Gazzetta dello Sport, simply reaching the league phase guarantees the club a massive 70 million euros. Think about that, 70 million reasons to fight for every single point. This influx of capital isn't just a bonus, it's the fuel for a squad rebuild. With that kind of cash, the club gains the flexibility to aggressively target high-caliber talent in the summer window, something that becomes infinitely harder when your wallet is tied shut by budget constraints. And let's be honest, the competition isn't making it easy. With rivals like Milan, Roma, and the rising threat of teams like Como all hunting for those same spots, every remaining minute of this season is going to be a battle. Juventus knows that validation on the pitch is the only way to build a solid foundation for the future. If you want to see if the old lady can secure the bag and return to Europe's elite, hit that subscribe button and stay locked in for our post-match breakdowns. At the end of the day, in modern football, if you aren't playing in the Champions League, you aren't just losing games, you're losing ground. Is the era of the Italian supercoach about to reach a breaking point? Welcome back to the pulse of Serie A, where Antonio Conte is currently the man holding all the cards. De Laurentiis has issued an ultimatum. Napoli needs a decision now, and the rumor mill is already churning with names like Gasperini and Serie waiting in the wings. It's a high-stakes chess match that could redefine the future of the Partenope. But the drama doesn't stop in Naples. Across the league, the transfer market is heating up faster than a summer in Rome. Juventus is planning a massive overhaul, with the potential departure of Bremer triggering a hunt for a new defensive colossus, possibly Kim Min-jae. Meanwhile, they're locking down Locatelli through 2030, signaling a long-term commitment that screams stability, even as they look to reshape their left flank with names like Bernasconi and Spinazzola in the frame. We also have to talk about the tactical shift in Italian football. With only 8 players currently in double digits for goals, we are on track for a historical low not seen in 35 years. Are we losing our edge, or has the defensive rigor simply evolved? It's a fascinating, if concerning, trend that leaves us questioning the future of the Capocannoniere trophy. In Europe, the Champions League provided an absolute masterclass in chaos. Atletico Madrid scraped through in a thriller against Barcelona, thanks in no small part to a decisive goal from former Atalanta man Lookman. Meanwhile, PSG silenced Liverpool with a clinical brace from Dembele, proving that the big money projects are still very much alive and kicking. Finally, back in Milan, the faith remains with Rafael Leo despite the recent whistles from the crowd. It's a test of character for the star, and a reminder that in football, the road to redemption is often paved with patience. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the shifting landscapes of the beautiful game, smash that like button and subscribe for more daily tactical breakdowns. Does Conte stay or go? Let us know your prediction in the comments below, and remember, in this game, nothing is truly over until the whistle blows.